Hey guys, it's been an incredibly busy week. I thought today I would just do kind of like a cozy crochet catch up, just talking about how my crazy week went, trying to stay consistent with my YouTube channel, and with all of y'all that have subscribed to me. Thank you so much. It means the world to me when you comment. It means a lot. So thank you so much. Grab your water and just stick around and we'll crochet together if you'd like. I am working on this, I don't know if you can tell with the glare, this reindeer crochet pattern by Crochet Grove. I'll go ahead and link the pattern below in case you'd like to join along. Okay, so before we start, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and then hit that bell notification so that you know when I've got some new stuff coming up. All right, so let's get to it. Those of you who don't know, I live in Florida, and this morning I woke up to 58 degrees. 58. That's very, very chilly for Florida, and not very nice. I mean, not bad if you don't have anywhere to go. I work from home, and so I have my windows open. It feels really nice. And let me know what temperature it currently is in your area, because I've heard some scary things. This is where I am so far in the reindeer. I've got little eyes. I made little golden eyes. I tied this all together so I can keep them from falling apart, but I have antlers. I want to call them horns, but they're not horns. I've got ears, and I've got a massive tail. I don't know, it's super thick, but that's what it is. So that's what I've got so far. So next I'm working on the hooves. So while I work on that, let me tell you, life has been lifing, and there's so many things that have been happening where I'm not having a blast financially. I don't think there's anyone right now, especially here in America, that's having too much. I'm trying to find my hook. Found it. So I've been hustling very hard, trying to earn some money here and there. And this week I decided to do a live on Facebook every night. That's been an experience. I used to sell paparazzi jewelry, so I'm used to going live. So I'm okay with that. I'm used to selling live. That's okay with me. But I'm still working on getting organized. With paparazzi, I had a pegboard behind me, and that's where all the jewelry was, and it was easy to pull it around. And so, but with my plushies and my other items, like my hat here, I have to kind of have some kind of system, and I still haven't perfected that yet, but it's been okay. My first night, I went Monday night at 7. I don't believe I made any sales. Maybe I did. I can't even remember right now. Not very good YouTube content. It was nice. I think I had the most turnout there. It was nice and interactive. Everyone was great. So I appreciate that part. Tuesday, I think I went live at 9. And I think that was my biggest sale ever. I had one person who had just literally placed an order on Monday. She hadn't even received that order yet. And then she ordered 5 plushies from me. That was the biggest order ever. I was sitting there like in shock. I was absolutely amazed. So real quick, I am working on the part of the pattern. I noticed this particular crocheter, this designer, they choose to use the back third loop. I don't have a lot of experience with that. I know how to do it, but the only time I've ever seen anyone use this was in a tutorial for a cow. And when I went, I don't know, I didn't bring words today. When I went back to go look at who that tutorial was from, it was the same designer. So I'm like, oh, that's a thing. They like this. So let me know in the comments if you know what the benefits are of using the back third loop instead of the back loop only. because I feel like it gives the same kind of, I don't know, maybe it's a little thicker. I don't know, let me know. So Wednesday's live, last night's live was kind of dead, and I was okay with that. I'm like, okay. It lasted about 45 minutes, and then I got into a whole conversation with someone about how to monetize on different platforms and things like that, and I'm not sure if Facebook cared for that because the connection suddenly and abruptly just ended. So I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, so maybe it was that, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a bad connection. We shall see. So then I have my last live tonight at 9 p.m. on Facebook, on my personal page, on Jalissa Hicks page, because Facebook requires me to have 100 followers on my business page before I can go live there. So if you are not, if you're someone who is not on my Facebook page, I mean, feel free to hop over and join my Six Little Loops business page, please and thank you. That'll help grow that page and allow me to be able to go live there. Now, this morning when I mentioned to my oldest daughter how chilly it was outside, she asked if I could make a sweater for my granddaughter. And I said, yes, of course. So, of course, I also have two littles. I have 6 children, but I have 2 of them that are still minors. They're still little. They're 8 and 4. And my granddaughters are 3 and 2 months. Yeah. So basically it means I'm making 4 sweaters. So that's going to be a blast. Another project I'm working on, my daughter commissioned me to make her a Miss Rachel doll. I'm so excited about that. I just received the yarn for that today. And of course, my youngest daughter saw me ordering the pattern, and at first she said, oh, mommy, I want a Mika doll. And I'm like, this isn't Mika, baby. This is Miss Rachel. And she's like, I want a Miss Rachel doll. So I have a feeling that's going to cascade into a plethora of Miss Rachel dolls. I'm gonna need more yarn. So if anybody wants to donate, let me know. Okay, I just had to turn on the fan because I work up quite a sweat when I'm crocheting. Not sure why. So if you hear that in the background, that's what it is, my fan. My apologies. So I'm excited to start the Miss Rachel doll. I'm excited to start the sweaters. I plan on going live more often across the platforms. I went on my first YouTube live last night, and it was interesting. It was different. There was a feature there where it was kind of like filtering out comments for spam, and I played around with that, and I clicked on all comments. Immediately, as soon as I hit all comments, there was like 3 trolls. I'm like, yep, let's change that back. No, don't want to do that. So lesson learned there. Okay, I've got 1 hoof done. So I need 3 more, of course, for a reindeer. So other than my Facebook lives that I've been doing to sell plushies this week, I think most of my lives will be similar to this, a nice little crochet and chat, because I have so many projects I need to get done. I have hopefully another announcement to make later on next week, which will create a lot more work for me to do. But that's a good thing, right? That's a good problem to have, more work. So now, on top of all of these projects, let me know in the comments below if you, as a crocheter, have a million bazillion and one saved patterns across multiple platforms that have been sitting in your vault for the longest. I have patterns saved on GoodNotes, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Pinterest, on YouTube, everywhere and anywhere, from the To-Do app, from the Ribbler app, from the Ravelry app. And then when it's time for me to say, what do I feel like crocheting now? I can never find anything. even though I have it saved, I might look, I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't feel like it's something I want to wear. I mean, wear? Something I want to make today. Kind of got to be in the mood for that. Anyway, with the weather getting colder out here, I was thinking of working together with either some churches or other organizations, because I'd like to make some beanies and blankets for the homeless. I just don't know how to go about doing that. So making beanies is much faster, so I can make more of them, but I'd still, for the need, I think I'd like to be able to make a few blankets as well. If that's something that you all do or know someone that does that, let me know in the comments below, because I would really love to do that this season and every season. All right, so I've finished 2 little hooves. All right, on to the 3rd one. So I'm also on book 5 of the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. I listen to audiobooks while I'm crocheting because usually that's the only time I get to read. If I read physical books or ebooks or anything, I start falling right to sleep. I love to read, so an audiobook is a nice in-between. Do you listen to audiobooks when you're crocheting? If so, let me know what you're listening to, because this is the second to last book, so I'm gonna have to find something else to read soon once I finish the last one. I will say I recently joined a book club online on Facebook, but I'm not very good at keeping up with chats, with group chats. There's just too many people and too much going on, and I love it. I'd love to make friends. I love to, but my life is not very conducive for that right now, so it will be okay. So if you've got a book recommendation, let me know. I've made it to 3 little hooves. I think I'm gonna take a little snack break before working on the last one. That was yummy. I've got to go wash my hands now. Be right back. Okay, I am back and getting ready to start on this last hoof. And of course, on the last hoof, I made a mistake. I missed a stitch somewhere. I messed up somehow. But guess who's not going back to fix it? I'm cheating a little bit. Don't judge me. I'm finishing the last few rounds of these hooves for my reindeer. I wanted to know, does any of you out there have your own crochet business or interested in having your own crochet business? I would love to know how you, whether it's part-time or full-time, I would love to know how you manage your time and your inventory and marketing and all that fun stuff, because I'm working on it, but I'm not sure if I'm maximizing my potential or if I'm being as efficient as possible when it comes to recording these YouTube videos, taking care of my social media accounts, actually crocheting things, managing my shop, keeping up with inventory and keeping track, making space for future opportunities, all that jazz. So if you have any tips on that, let me know. Or if there's anyone you follow that you think they're doing a great job, let me know that also, because I would love all of that and any of that. Okay? This is the best part about finishing little feet. You can do little dances with them. Right? On to the feathers. Feathers. So it says, that's what it says in the pattern. Feathers, the long hair around the hooves. The hooves. So I'm working on that next. Okay, so I finished one feathering, and I'm not really feeling it, but I've already done it, so I'll just do it for the others. Whatever. Ever had something not turn out the way you want it to when you try to make it? Oh well, on to the next ones, I guess. Last one. All right, I finished 4 feathered hooves. So I think that is all for today, because I've got a bazillion trillion million other things I need to do now. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was really nice. If you like more of these, I'll do some more. Let me know in the comments below, of course. Don't forget, of course, share this out with others. Help me grow my page. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a fabulous day. See you next time. Thanks for watching.